Hello, welcome to Luke Trades Trading channel, where I am trying to find out whether I can make trading my full-time income. I am documenting all my trades and showing you entries and exits and taking you on the journey with me. I'm still a beginner, just my second month, and this is the first week of February. We have finished this week in green after a Monday mess up, and today was a no trade day, so I'll try to keep it short and just tell you why was it no trade day. So first of all, there was not much happening on the market today, and I knew that. I was expecting that it's going to be very quiet day. Yesterday I managed to go back to green after Monday's mess up, so I thought to myself, this week is all about trading discipline, just getting in and out and just really good setups. I do not want to play risky this week because I know it's very cold, and it's especially that it's Friday, it's the coldest day of the week, and I just don't want to mess it up and finish the week in red. So there were two opportunities. I'll try to keep it short because there's no entries, but I'll just show you two stocks that I almost did enter, but then stopped myself, and I'm really glad I did. The first one was WHLR. Started around 4 a.m. and slowly was climbing up. I could see that volume is low here, and especially it's pre-market, early pre-market, so wasn't that interested, but then it gave me this pop to 317 and quickly after started flashing. But that's usually when I like to see what's happening after, because if it starts curling back, I'm interested in that, catching that double top, maybe squeeze through. Although again today, very cold day, very cold market, where I wasn't really counting on much, but nevertheless, I was watching it when it bottomed around 260 and started curling up. And that's when I was interested, and I was starting to getting interested. I almost, I had my fingers above my hotkeys ready to enter. And around here, I was looking at that 287 squeeze through and hopefully going back to 310. But at this situation, again, I had in mind, this is called market. I already, I'm a green on a week and very little green. Very tiny green day, a very tiny green week, but it's better than being red, and especially in this environment. So I thought to myself, you know what, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Just take it slow and just see what happens. Do not enter, and maybe if it pushes through, then I'll look for another entry. So almost entered, but I stopped myself and reminded myself this week is all about discipline and learning how to walk away from a trade. So that's what I did. I walked away from this trade just to see that it squeezed only 10 cents higher, which I would caught it anyway, because with slippage from Webull, I would definitely not get the 10 cents anyway, so it wasn't worth it my time. And right after that, it started popping, and then it was grinding down. It had another pop around 7, but I was already decided I'm not trading by then, so I didn't take that trade. And the second one was much more difficult to walk away from, because I've traded that stock in the past and I had a history with it, and pretty good history, so it was reliable for me in the past. And I thought, whoa, if this one starts going back again, I might actually trade it. So I was looking at it, maybe I'll show you on a 5 minutes chart. So it's oh, there you go. So here is what I was watching. First of all, it had this huge pop to 430, and I was like, oh wow, that's amazing. If we can stay around this area, I'll be very interested to trade it. But cold market Friday, it pushed all the way down and started, and I stopped paying attention to it. I was like, okay, this is not gonna work. It moved below VWAP and just lower volume, etc. But then around 435, I saw this hammer candle here on a 5 minute with another green confirmation, and I was like, you know what, this is the entry. I probably could take it, and I'm gonna see a squeeze through. And this is not my A+ setup, of course, but I've seen this before quite a few times, and it usually tends to work out really nice. And either it stops around VWAP, or if there's a lot of volume, it can squeeze through. So I thought to myself, should I enter, should I not? It was 266 from what I remember, yeah. So around here I wanted to enter, but then again I thought to myself, hold on, this week is all about discipline and learning to walk away and not risking when things are cold. So it was really difficult for me to not to enter this trade, and I didn't, just to see that it squeezed all the way to 3. So that would be pretty good trade for me. But I was happy that I didn't. I believe that the lesson to walk away and learning to walk away is more valuable than getting that one lucky trade, especially that it's not 100% A plus setup for me. So this week was about only very, very good setups. So anyway, I didn't enter, and then I just noticed that it got more pops, so there was more opportunities, but I will not trade the stock unless I have a good cushion on the first trade in the first few minutes, maybe half an hour from this first squeeze of the day. That's when I'm usually, if I'm profitable, if I was profitable here, I could risk a little bit on the way further. And then, I decided, all right, that's it. Let's clock off around 10, maybe 10:30. I stayed till 10:30, but there was nothing there. And I thought, all right, let's just close this week. At least we're not in red. So today, no trades. Profit for the week, $1.49. Wow. But this day was a big mess up. Like I said, technical error that got me very, very frustrated and started doing stupid things. So this could be a really nice day actually for me, over $100, but it is what it is. So rest of the week was just trying to slowly recover it, which I did, and I'm glad for that. So it's time to close this week off and start fresh from Monday. That's pretty much it. I'm going to probably do another video soon about Webull. I've been trading with it for around 2 weeks now, so I have a few things I would like to share with you. If you're a beginner, I think that might be interesting to you, especially for international traders, the advantages and disadvantages of trading with Webull. So that's going to be the next video. If you'd like to check it out, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Thanks.